Hello, Judy, Helm, Wright here from the Animal-Human Connection, and today we're going to talk about the feelings and emotion that surround grief. And probably the best known author is Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, and quite frankly, in my library of grief and hospice work, I probably have 10 books of hers, and quite frankly, they're held together by rubber bands. But I thought I would use this one today. It's a guide for the bereaved survivor, and it's by Robert Bogger and Mark Kalaja. Don't know, check in the notes. But it talks about the different emotional reactions. And what you're going to find as you're going through grief, you will have emotional behaviors, you will have physical behaviors, you'll have spiritual behaviors. And so I'm just going to read down them a little bit. I do have something that will be posted for you to refer back to. There's the shock, hyperactivity, which is like, oh, I've got to get all this done, I've got to get all this done, I should have done this. And then denial, that couldn't have happened. And then this numbness sets in, and that's Mother Nature's way of protecting us. Because if we were completely aware, we'd go crazy. And so that numbness, oftentimes when you go to a funeral or a wake, you will find the bereaved are like almost in a state of shock. And that's Mother Nature's way of protecting them until they have to deal with all of the things. It's then sadness, perhaps depression, guilt, always guilt comes in, that ridiculous thing of if only and why didn't I. Don't do it to yourself. You did exactly what you could with the information that you had. Self-punishment, well, I'll never get another dog, I'll never have anyone who loves me as much as that. And then there's this little spiritual thing that one of the books that I refer to often is Hello from Heaven. And it's about ADC, after death communication. And they're little reminders where you'll walk into a room and you'll think, whoa, was that my pet? Or you'll find a toy and all of a sudden have this wave of tenderness come over you. Anger, really annoyed. Why do I have to suffer this loss? And then fear. Is this all there is? I think that anytime you're in a death, you're surrounded by a death, it brings out the best and the worst of us. And one of the things it does is it reminds us that we're not always going to be here, that we need to recognize and reward the people that are in our lives every day, because no one knows how long we have. Physical reactions are a numbness and a confusion. So many people tell me, I think I'm going crazy. You aren't. That's normal. That's natural. You're ruminating over and over and over again. These thoughts, that's normal. That's what happens. Exhausted. And you'll find that you're easily fatigued because your mind is going so fast. When you're tired, rest, sleep. It's the very best healing you can do. And you'll end up with physical problems too, oftentimes upset stomach. You won't be able to eat certain things that you have eaten before. You won't be able to smell something without becoming very emotional. But I want to tell you that these feelings, these emotions, these things that you go through are completely normal, and they're natural, and they're necessary, because we have to go through all of these feelings, all of these emotions to be on this healing journey. People frequently ask me, will I ever get back to normal? No, but you'll get back to a better day, I promise you. And you'll get to the point where you will be able to reflect on all of the life lessons you've learned, and you'll also be there with empathy. You will have gone through a loss, and so you will know what to say to someone else. I promise you're not going crazy. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.